Go live. We're live.
We're live.
Going live. Going live.
We're live.
We're live.
We're
Maybe.
live. Are we
We're
live? I think we're live. Hello,
live.
everybody. Welcome to a qualifying watch along. It feels quite a while since I was last doing one of these. Of course, I was out in Miami, and Tommy, you filled in with Jack. Thank you for that. Hopefully, it was all good without me, and you looked after the place.
We did. We didn't have quite the Leclerc versus Verstappen hype, but I'm sure. Well, we might have three teams in the mix today.
We may well. It could well be the dream in terms of having lots of drivers in the mix. I'm going to take that out for a second because I can hear commentary and I can't turn it down right now. But yeah, no, it's. I'm looking forward to it. I don't think Mercedes are actually going to challenge for the victory this weekend, but if they can get in the mix on the grid for tomorrow, who knows? I'm looking forward to it. But Hamilton, for the first time this season, basically looked quite happy, which is usually a telling sign. He's not very good with his poker face, is he?
No. Yeah, he wears his heart on his sleeve, doesn't he? But he looked a lot happier. They feel like they've sorted what went wrong with Miami when they were amazing in free practice. So let's see. It does feel like it is different, but there was a lot of hype going into Miami, and then George Russell went out in Q2. So we shall see. But, I mean, even if they don't end up in the championship fight, it could be fascinating for the title because they could still play a huge part because, you know, if they end up sorting their car, they could end up taking points off whoever, Verstappen, Leclerc, and getting in that mix. So it's not always just a case of Verstappen and Leclerc fighting for P1 and P2 and whoever gets the most wins. So...
Indeed. Oh, someone's already messaged me about the timer. So let me sort that one out. Give me a second.
Say the timer.
Right.
We've
not even started yet.
They never show the timer at the very start of the session, which is problematic for us. Isn't it?
Yeah, they haven't. They're really not helping us
like
whatsoever, are they?
Throw it out there when it's on like 14:32 or something, and you're like, okay, great.
I'm going to set it for 17 minutes and hope for the best. But yeah, don't worry, everybody. The timer will be coming. As always, it's just like a running banter, isn't it? Actually,
that crowd. I love the way it's like, oh, the crowd will be absolutely mad because of Sainz in a Ferrari, and it's like still all Dutch fans. Oh no, there's more some Spanish fans there. Mix of that looked like a Verstappen grandstand actually. Even in Spain.
Even in Spain, I am. I'm looking forward to this one, which is not something I expected to say. With the fact that I've turned my mic down, by the way, to match Tommy's, for those that are saying to turn Tommy up. I can't turn him up anymore, otherwise he's going to blow my head off.
I could turn my mic up if you need, if anyone wants me to.
Oh, yeah, do that. There you go. Whatever that... I mean,
did that work?
Yeah, there you go.
Is that louder?
Oh, wow. I bet Tommy's too loud now, everybody.
I'm probably too loud, but...
It's fine. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. Sounds amazing. We've had some issues. Mick Schumacher was one of them, didn't he? In free practice 3, where his right rear brake set alight, which is not ideal, was it really, for someone who has not scored points yet this season?
Yeah.
In a car that definitely deserves points, or at least has done for some of the season.
It's a worry as well, because I feel like, I know Magnussen was doing well in FP3, but I feel like Haas could be one of those teams that really should maximise it at the start when their car is quick, because they could potentially fall down the order as the other teams catch up.
Yeah, definitely. Tom, too quiet, I need more. No, I think you're bantering now, to be honest. Hello, Mirek. Say hello to some people. Mercedes front row says Kaushik. Tommy too loud. Tommy too quiet. Matt, please calm down with the passion this week when Charles inevitably gets pole. I can't promise that. S. Musicalus. Telling me to calm down is not something that is in my locker, unfortunately. Hey, Matt, what's the drink of today, if there is any? Well, actually, the Unknown Prince, as you mention it, I'm drinking out of the WTF1 water bottle, and I've got some orange squash in there because, feel a bit bougie. Actually, I've run out of blackcurrant, so that's the reason.
Hello?
Hello? What happened? What?
Where have you gone?
Are you right, Tommy? What's happened?
Oh, you just cut out. Oh, hang on.
What? That was weird because I could hear you going, hello. Either way, the timer has actually begun now, so I should probably stick that on. So let me do that right now. And whilst we whilst I sort that out. Tommy, are you there? Are you still there? Have we lost you? It doesn't sound particularly promising if he's not responding to me. Have I lost Tommy? What's going on? Tommy?
Hello, I'm here.
What's going on?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's going on?
Zoom just closed for some reason.
Oh, lovely. Well, it's great to have you back.
As you do.
I can see the chat going timer, and it is all sorted now. Don't worry, everybody. We're all done. Tommy, are you definitely there?
Can't hear you.
Tommy, what is going on? Tommy? I think he's is he frozen? I don't know what's going on here. Maybe it's my internet. Chat, can you hear me or can you hear Tommy? Well, actually, to be fair, if it's my problems, then Tommy's left again. Tommy's having an absolute stinker as Q1 begins. What's going on, Tommy? Can you hear me now?
I don't know what's going on. Zoom keeps just closing itself. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. And then you disappear for a while. So here we go then. Can you still hear me, Tommy? You still there? Nope. Oh, look at him. He's gone again. Okay, so Tommy's destroyed. As long as I'm not cutting out. Brilliant broadcast. Keep it up. You're welcome, Meter. I'm glad you're really enjoying it. Q1's underway. 14 minutes and 55 seconds remaining. Tommy is having an absolute stinker with his internet. Will that be a sign for whether Verstappen will get pole later on? We will find out. But there he is. He's popped back on again. As Gasly is on a lap at the moment. Not setting any purple sectors. We've got Zhou, Tsunoda, Gasly, Perez and Latifi out on track at the moment. 15 drivers still in the pits. Tommy, have you got some dodgy Wi-Fi today, mate, or what? What's going on?
It seems to be working again now. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, dodgy.
We were fine chatting for about 10 minutes prior to going live. And as soon as we go live, you disappear. Tommy needs a green Red Bull. He does. Get some lime Red Bull in you, mate. That'll sort you out. So Zhou is a second quicker than Gasly. So Gasly's had a bit of a shocker. And is there a replay of him?
He has had a bit of shocker.
Oh, he's got a smoke coming out the back of his car.
AlphaTauri are probably one of the most disappointing teams, I'd say, this year.
Definitely. With some teams making
they're not
steps
actually
forward.
The worst, but they're just so anonymous back of the midfield, not really doing anything, that you kind of forget they're even in the race a lot of the time.
So Sergio Perez is out on track now. One of the
person we hate, apparently, because he's been seventh and sixth in all the practice sessions, and we've not put him in our top five.
And people don't forget that predictions don't necessarily mean exactly what we think is going to happen. Sometimes we do a bit.
Yes,
we throw
otherwise
things out the way.
Verstappen would be first in all my predictions, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Tsunoda would be second.
It's just the anti-jinx all the time with you. You're a disgrace. I hate you. I love how we've all gone for a Leclerc
Well, to be fair, yeah, it is hilarious how the reaction to predictions are always so funny, because Leclerc has dominated the weekend so far. Then we all put Leclerc and it's like, oh my God, what are you smoking? What are you doing? It's like, is that really a shock?
It's just on Twitter, isn't it?
Yeah, and Verstappen, at the end of the day, Red Bull always, like the way this year's gone, they've looked good in the races, not maybe so much qualifying. So,
have you actually predicted Verstappen to win yet this season?
Yes, and it was Australia where he broke down, so I didn't.
So you've learned your lesson. Yes. Perez is on a flyer on the soft tyres. He's of course up on Zhou Guanyu. No surprise there. And of course Perez giving up his seat for Yuri Vips in FP1. And Vips was not allowed to push that car at all, was he? He was literally sent out as a mule and did
slowly
some data.
around the track.
Stuck some fuel in, no DRS, and I mean, would that have been really crucial learning for him? Probably not, because he was 5 seconds off the pace, but
would have given Aston Martin a good look at the car as they're going around in case they'd missed anything.
God. Of course, I'm sure a lot of you have heard about the green Red Bull or the Aston Martin, and it is almost a carbon copy. There's been some amazing pictures come out. I think the race put up a picture of a aerial shot between the two, and the shape of it is almost identical. And Helmut Marko, I don't know if you've heard this, Tommy, but Helmut Marko has come out and said they have evidence of...
Yes, Helmut Marko always loves to throw a spicy take.
He might be just trying to...
Because Horner said they haven't, I don't think. But
Horner said that yesterday. Helmut Marko said that today. Is that right?
Yeah. One thing Marco did say was quite interesting was he alluded to the fact that Aston Martin basically poached a lot of Red Bull employees as well.
Yep.
With obscene money. But here we are, Verstappen on his hot lap.
Indeed. So, because it's interesting how was it one of the Aston Martin senior members as Verstappen goes 0.3 up on Perez.
Ooh, very wide.
That
just
might
about.
well have, just about okay. But one of the Aston Martin, I can't remember who it was, like a chief technical officer or something, said that they had two philosophies in the they were working on it for a long time, sort of thing.
It's rubbish.
Which
absolute rubbish.
But then that also poses the question of, right, so what, you've copied Red Bull since testing, or you had some information prior? Bit weird.
They claim that Verstappen goes fastest 0.3 quicker than Perez. They don't. It's too coincidental that it looks identical. I could understand, if they'd just done hang on, Norris getting held up a bit there, almost crashed into by an Aston coming out the pit lane.
Wait, why did Crofty call him Hamilton? Crofty shouldn't lose Hamilton.
Yeah, so with the Aston, the thing I don't believe is the fact that it's so similar. If they've just gone for a drooped side pod, it's fair enough. But like you say, that picture that we are the race on Twitter did, there's so many elements that are identical. Oh, it's close. Sainz on a lap now. Oh, out of shape.
Is that out of shape? I think that's a standard line through there.
Oh no, he got a bit of a swapper on.
Oh, did he?
Leclerc very close. Sainz currently the quicker Ferrari driver,
which has not been the case at all this weekend so far, has it? Leclerc's topped every single session all this season. Very true. Sainz coming round the final corner now, driving towards the line. Where does Carlos Sainz go? He goes fastest by just under 0.2 of a second. Leclerc not looking like he's going to top Q1 at the moment. Let's see. Round the final corner himself, Charles Leclerc topped FP1, FP2, FP3. And he goes fastest.
Very close.
Wow. Okay, so he gained about a tenth in that last sector on Sainz. And that's interesting as well, isn't it? Because something that they speak about a lot is not pushing the tyres too hard in the first and second sector so that you've got something left in the third. And yeah, George Russell, 14 thousandths down on Leclerc through the middle sector. I'm not sure the Mercedes has been as quick in the last. But let's see.
They were good in the last sector.
Let's find out.
I thought that would suit them.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be slow corners. Lando Norris said they're the best in slow corners. Bottas goes fourth. George Russell, it's Hamilton first actually, over the line. He goes fourth, 0.4 down. And Russell over the line. Yeah, so there you go.
Oh, wow. So yeah, they do lose a lot in the final sector.
Well, just call me a doctor analysis.
That's surprising because that was, not what we were told would be happening.
No. They're quick in the first, very quick in the first. They hold on in the middle, and there's Roger Federer. Cool.
The green Red Bull looking mighty in 11th and 14th.
I was going to say, this is quite an interesting thing and something that we made a video on a few years ago, and I reckon we'll probably make another video on Monday about it, unless something crazy happens during the race. About how, why doesn't every team just copy the fastest car? And we looked at that when it was Racing Point, where they copied the 2019 Mercedes for the 2020 season. But it's not as simple as just looking at a picture, is it? And going, oh, well, I'll just have that one. We'll make it. And
well, that's the thing. They've got a different engine. They've got a different nose. They've got a different gearbox. And it might not necessarily be the case where, just having identical side pods, it might not work. So, and clearly at the moment it's not amazing. Alonso's looking pretty quick in that first sector. Yeah,
first sector gets
love to see Alonso up there.
It whets the appetite, that first sector, a little bit, but it's certainly the last where exactly. And some of these teams have quite decent straight line speed. Doesn't seem like the Ferraris again are that quick in the first sector, so that might be interesting come the race. Even though they have brought some big upgrades, one of them being a change to their rear wing. Alonso through the middle sector, so he's lost a bit of time, half a second just up on Stroll. So right now it's Gasly, Mick Schumacher, Nicholas Latifi, Fernando Alonso and Yuki Tsunoda, the bottom five. Alonso and Tsunoda not set a time just yet. Bottas has done a pretty nice job in P6. And
in these cameras, they've got the drone camera.
Yeah, the drone camera.
They're having a little bit of practice, I think, to try and get it sorted, and it
was
looked
a bit windy,
very much
wasn't
like
it?
they were learning as they went along.
It looked a bit shaky. Alonso goes 12th.
That was nice, though.
Ted was saying in FP3 that apparently Alonso's still wearing some sort of cast on his arm after Australia. Apparently saw him in the airport and asked about it, and apparently he's still on the mend. So interesting. I don't think it was a cast or some sort of cover, but either or, Alonso not fully physically 100%. So right now it's Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Russell, Hamilton, the top 5. Then it's Bottas, Perez, Zhou, nice, P8. Then Norris, Ocon, Magnussen, Alonso, Tsunoda, Vettel, Ricciardo.
McLaren not looking.
Yeah, they brought 10 upgrades this weekend. 10. Oh, Perez. That was that was his second flying lap. So I don't think it'll be too much of a problem because he's in 7th and it's Q1. But yeah, very interesting.
So yeah, Norris damaged the floor, didn't he, in practice, which put them back a bit with their upgrades.
Yeah, 10 upgrades. Like that's a lot. That's a lot of
teams have gone hardcore with the upgrades.
And then there's Haas, who brought nothing. Not one upgrade.
Yeah.
And that is why they will fall back. But currently Magnussen 11th and Schumacher not out on track at the moment, although there's some tyres being whacked onto the front of his car right now. What are people saying in the chat? Currently in Dominican Republic, you guys are saving my F1 weekend. Legends. Pleasure to have you, George. Thank you for tuning in. What else have we got? Crowd shot, oh no, says Calbato.
Here we go again.
I'm hoping the TV director watched your video about fan shots.
No, because we did one in after Saudi and it didn't get any better, so probably not.
they didn't.
In fact, it got worse.
Yeah, yeah. They were like, screw WTF1, we're going to do more.
Yeah, WTF1, this. We'll do this. Yeah. So yeah, Sainz. So far, we have seen this though, where Sainz has been on Leclerc. I mean, it'd be great to see Sainz on pole at the home race. There'd be a lot of hype. But we have seen this before, where he is on Leclerc, and then Leclerc has that little bit extra in Q3.
Yeah.
Oh my word! How much I love Formula One, I do not love the sun. I would be baking in that 34 degrees. No, thank you.
I wondered where you were going with that. I was like, I hate the sun.
Yeah, no, far too white and British to. I would be the same color as the McLaren.
Oh, you should have seen me in Miami. It wasn't far. It was probably about 33, 34 then, and I was trying to find air-conditioned shops. I was trying to find shade. I was trying to find water for $6. Like it was intense. Because my skin cannot cope whatsoever. But yeah, that's the kind of thing where I'm like, fair play to all of you that go to really hot races. I remember when a few years ago went to Abu Dhabi and it was about 38, 39 degrees and like working in it. Honestly, how do people cope? I don't know.
Little power slide out the pit lane from Vettel there. Imagine all this chatter and Aston Martin go out in Q1.
I mean, would that be karma? Gonna throw that one out there. Question, not a statement. It's not an official statement, okay? 3 minutes. So, let's go.
Drop zone currently Albon, Stroll, Gasly, Mick Schumacher, Latifi. So that has kind of been, well, Gasly is a big surprise.
He is.
I know he missed FP3, didn't he? So
yeah, but the commentary was saying like it's not that big of a deal round here where they've done so many laps. Obviously, they need to dial in the car setup, and that's the big thing for this circuit. You know, a lot of the teams and principals and even drivers have said this is very much a car setup track rather than, as much as the driver can make a difference, the car setup is so much more important than a driver can really outdrive in the machinery. So
everyone in chat's just talking about how ridiculously hot it is in their country. Like
44 degrees, Ioannis.
Absolutely not.
Last summer. Oh, God.
Yeah. I'm a winter holiday guy.
Yeah. Mick Schumacher's out there, 1 second off getting through. Mick's going to have to pull something out the bag, otherwise his season continues to be not ideal.
Meh. Yeah.
Yeah, meh is an understatement, I think. So Leclerc signs Verstappen, Perez, Ocon. Ocon's not bothered to go out in 10th position here.
That's a risk, I'd say.
I can't imagine that was voluntary. I don't know. That's very odd for a 10th place driver to not be out there. But let's see. Mick Schumacher into turn 1 in the Haas. No updates for this weekend. Mick Schumacher, of course, off the back of not scoring any points and needing a good result. What's he going to be like through the first sector? Anywhere near Ricciardo? He's had 600ths up on Ricciardo, but first sector not usually that big of a deal.
Yeah. Can't really judge too much. It's the second sector we'll get a better idea.
Indeed, looking reasonably calm and composed. This is a very tricky corner, this left-right. Oh, God. I've crashed so many times there in the F1 game. It's ridiculous. Just lose traction so quick.
Through that corner.
There's been some amazing slow-mo shots of where they've gone a little bit wide on that curb, and then you can see the flames underneath the car. It's so awesome. Schumacher a 10th up on Daniel Ricciardo. Daniel Ricciardo, by the way, on the cusp in 15th position. He definitely 100% needs to get through, with Lando currently up in 9th.
I wish they'd be consistent with the gaps here, because we've got Magnussen's is to Leclerc and Schumacher's to Ricciardo. It's very confusing how well they're doing against each other, but here comes Mick across the line.
17th, not through out of Q1. Mick Schumacher goes to 8th. Lovely last sector,
Ocon will be sweating now.
Yeah, Magnussen, where does he go? 5th place.
A big improvement.
Ocon's
in trouble. He's done, surely.
Gasly's improving as well. Stroll.
Ocon's out here.
Is Stroll out? Oh, Stroll's out.
Oh, my word.
Red Bull out in Q1. Unbelievable.
Vettel's at risk
make it
as
out?
well.
Can Vettel make it out? He goes 13th. I don't know if that'll be enough,
There's going to be some improvements if Tsunoda improves and Gasly improves.
You'd imagine Ricciardo's out there improving.
Both Astons.
Gasly to 11th.
Alonso improving. Are we going to get both Astons out here? Ricciardo,
yes.
Ricciardo goes up.
Vettel's on the cusp. Alonso's out at the moment.
Both Astons out. out.
Oh my God!
Tsunoda 12th. Both Astons are out.
Oh
Alonso's
my
out.
God!
Why isn't Alonso setting a lap? Has something happened to Alpine? Because Alonso. Oh no, Alonso's got traffic.
Oh, what's happening? Who is it?
Mercedes. Oh, that's big. Did Alonso get blocked, or was that just him already backing off on a lap?
Need to see a replay. We kind of saw that a bit late, didn't we?
Oh, dear. Ooh.
So it's Vettel, Alonso, Stroll, Albon, Latifi.
Both Astons. Wow. Wow. All that hype, all that controversy. So turns out
Control C, Control V does not work.
Does not work, yeah.
Not in the F1 game.
No. We need cut to Christian Horner on the pit wall sipping a green Red Bull.
Was it the Kermit thing?
Yeah, that would be hilarious. In fact, I'm going to make that meme and send it to Katie.
It was always going to happen, wasn't it? It was always going to happen. Oh, that'd be an amazing meme. Put Christian Horner's face over the... Wow. Okay, so yeah, it was Vettel, Alonso, Stroll, Albon and Latifi. Your bottom five. I just scared some people on Twitter. They're like, I'm not watching, and you said both Red Bulls out in Q1.
Oh, really?
Oh, dear. Wow. Okay.
Wow. And then we get an Aston Martin ad. Aston Martin.
This is one of the weirdest adverts. Because at the end, it's like, we aren't Aston Martin. We don't wear helmets. I'm like, what? Listen to the end of this advert.
What?
We aren't Aston Martin. We don't wear helmets. Very odd.
Yeah. I mean, you will be disqualified and be even worse if you don't wear a helmet. So, also, not a great message. Don't wear a helmet, kids.
Jesus.
Helmets aren't cool.
Yeah. We don't wear helmets. We're cool. Always wear a helmet, kids. Okay. Right. So that's Q1 done. And people are saying timer. It's not begun. Okay. There's no timer to be timed right now. Okay. I'll get it prepared for all of you wonderful timer enthusiasts. I feel like we need to make a Quali Watchalong t-shirt for enthusiasts for the timer, just so they can really be at one with the timer. So interesting. What did you make of Q1, Tommy? What's the big takeaway for you apart from both Aston Martin and Q1?
Apart from Aston Martin, I want to know what happened with Alonso personally.
Yeah, I need to see a replay of that.
Yeah. Really do want to see a replay of that.
That would be good. Let's see what the chat is saying. Chat, you two goats. Thank you, Diego. Look at the traffic at the end of Sector 3. Imagine going from copying that worked okay-ish to copying that doesn't work. That's true, actually, because the last time they copied, it actually went very well, and they had a very good car.
It did.
But they had a whole year to prepare for that. And they also, they did have parts from Mercedes, didn't they, as well? Like, it was a bit of a weird, dodgy agreement, to be honest with you.
Still, not conspiracy theories, but I'm still adamant that they could have got a lot more points that season than they did. Obviously, Perez took that fantastic win, but had COVID, and the fact that Hulkenberg came in as well and just banged it in P3 at Silverstone. I think that car had massive potential. I can't believe they didn't finish third that year.
Yeah, they absolutely should have.
Should have.
Where did they finish? Fifth?
Fourth? Fourth or fifth? I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but yeah.
Let's see what Mattia Bonotto has to say. They're asking him about performance for the rest of quali. Down to the drivers to push hard. Yeah. Interesting.
So who are you thinking? Still Leclerc looking like the guy, isn't he?
I think I'm confident Leclerc's going to get pole. I don't usually say that very often because I know what I'm like sometimes when it comes to jinxes, but I think he's got it unless something crazy happens. Sainz definitely has the possibility and opportunity. Mattia's pressing the wrong button again.
What's he doing?
He did this in free practice 3 as well when they interviewed him and he was pressing the wrong button. So he just couldn't hear him. But no, I think it could genuinely be a Ferrari 1-2. I think if it isn't, they've missed a trick here because it does seem like they are the quickest over one lap. Verstappen's not looked that happy. I don't know. Like he's been there or thereabouts, but
it's not really. I mean, normally this would be.
Replay.
Oh, here we go. Oh, so this is Alonso. Oh, so Alonso.
He wasn't on a lap. He
wasn't waiting. So this was him starting his lap, and then has he started behind a McLaren? And
yes, I think he was basically trying to get a good exit to try and then pass the McLaren into turn 1. Didn't work, and so it was reviewed between Norris and Alonso, but neither of them were on a lap, so there's no point of even really giving an investigation. So. No further investigation needed. Zhou Guanyu had a good Q1.
I think he's been very unlucky, Zhou Guanyu, this season.
If he's within 3-4 tenths of Bottas from sort of here on in qualifying and also race pace, I think that's a reasonable rookie season.
Yeah.
Because Bottas, as we've said, is very good at qualifying. You know, he is as good as Hamilton on his day in qualifying. And I think as well, with the confidence of having a team that you can build around him, I think Bottas is going to be performing in qualifying to that level most weeks because it's less pressure. It's a bit easier to sort of haul a worse car up the grid than it is to perform every single week and get pole. All right, timer, everybody. Okay, it's fine. You'd think, for all the people that complain about the timer, that they would probably have it already synced up. I don't know why you also need the timer again. What happens? Do you turn it off each time? Do you purposefully go out of sync? Either way, it's all sorted. Welcome, everybody, if you're just joining to this qualifying watch-along. It's great to have you along, as always. And Q2 is underway. Big scalps were, well, I say big scalps. Both Aston Martins were out in Q1, which would normally be like oh, okay, that happened. But with their huge new philosophy, Red Bull philosophy, it didn't work at all.
No.
And it shows the inner workings of the car that you don't see on the external. There's a lot more going on than just, that bodywork looks good.
Yeah, exactly. Just copying it from the outside. There's so much more to it. Sticking it in a wind tunnel and seeing exactly what's what. So,
if anything, they may well have been better just sticking to what they had before. Being knocked out, both of them being knocked out in Q1 is quite a bad result for them. They're talking about Carlos Sainz winning the Spanish Grand Prix, or what a time that would be for him. Do you think Carlos Sainz can win this weekend, Tommy?
I really want him to, but I hate to say it. He's not shown me anything this year that suggests that he could be up there with Leclerc. And I want that to change because it would be great for the championship. But I've not seen one race where he's been able to really do it. It's relied on sort of like, even when Ferrari's been the best car, Verstappen's put it second between them both. So
yeah. Yeah, it's gonna require that extra home advantage, which supposedly some drivers get from the crowd.
Yeah, didn't we do a interview with Lando and he said he can't hear the crowd and it's absolute rubbish or something? People saying that.
Yeah. Well, for Lando, he's very matter of fact, isn't he? And he's not really that bothered too much about that sort of stuff. But some drivers, I'm sure, are seeing all the Spanish flags out there. Ferrari merch. Why is the McLaren going so slowly out the pit lane?
That doesn't look good.
Unless he's just building a gap, or is he actually? No, he's okay.
Yeah, he's
okay.
Yeah, building a gap, and then as soon as the Red Bull was catching up, it's like, okay, I'll go.
Okay, guys. So there's quite a few cars filtering out the pit lane now for Q2. They're not in any rush, I'll tell you that, to go and set a lap time in this Q2 session, and they're all coming out pretty much at the same time, but they're all being very lovely and giving themselves some space.
All the time you have to leave a space.
All the time.
Ironically, Fernando didn't do in qualifying.
We need to have a look at this very quickly. Car performance rankings. Carlos Sainz is apparently just over 0.2 better in medium speed corners than Charles Leclerc.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, AWS.
So the way you went, yep, it's like, I don't care.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Those things to me, it's just odd. It never really makes much sense.
Right, we're running aboard with Lewis Hamilton now. The first to set a flying
check
lap.
the porpoising or lack of.
There is none. There's hardly any.
There is none. Oh, a little bit at the end, but not really any.
Well, they were saying after practice that it was more the corners where they were suffering with a bit of porpoising, and on the straights it was okay. So they got a little bit of ironing out to do. Whether they fix that for today, we will see. But it's a lot better than it has been, that's for sure. And Hamilton 22.1 in the first sector. I think that's pretty rapid, if I'm not mistaken. 21.9 for Russell. That's more rapid. Russell's looking good, Tommy. Looking very good this season. I think as much as he has got lucky with a few bits and bobs, the fact he's matching Hamilton in his first season in Mercedes should be applauded.
Yeah, I didn't expect it, I'll be honest. Hamilton has been unlucky on a couple of races where he has been ahead and should be ahead in a few of the races. But let's see what Hamilton can do, because Hamilton's actually purple now in Sector 2.
Russell's still a 10th up after that mega first sector. Let's see.
Oh, very out of shape going into the final chicane.
Was that a shape?
This is where they lose time, weirdly.
Yeah, Hamilton over the line. 19.7 for Hamilton. Russell, you'd imagine, with a clean last sector, is going to go a bit faster. Let's have a look. It's a 19.4.
A lot faster.
Oh, that's a That's a good lap time.
Saturday.
That's a very good lap time. Mick
Yeah,
Schumacher's done a 20.4, which isn't too bad either. Just under a second off George Russell.
So what can the Ferraris do? Not purple in Sector 1, but we've said many times it's not really a real sector.
Yeah, Ferrari aren't quick in that first sector. It's the middle and last where they come alive.
So let's see. This will be the telling stat, really.
Lando's gone slower than the Haas.
Wow.
I think Mick's done a great lap, actually. Ocon's now filled in behind him as well.
7/10.
This must be a scrub set, surely. His front left looks a bit
Mercedes
murky,
domination, here it comes.
Yeah, Leclerc's 3/10 down, so that has to be a scrub set of soft tyres.
No, this is it. Mercedes, they're taking the sandbags off.
Yeah, Perez is 3/10 off as well.
Mercedes are miles quicker at the moment.
Bottas goes fourth, 20.0. I think the teams are trying to get through without using the soft tyre. Yeah, Sainz 9/10 off.
Yeah, because he wouldn't be
Leclerc
behind Bottas.
over the line, fourth. Half a second
They wouldn't be behind Bottas. So they must be on a scrubbed. Verstappen.
Yeah, they're all doing scrubbed.
Yeah,
they're all doing scrubbed,
not
apart from Mercedes.
They might actually.
I think Leclerc's time might. Perez is...
Sainz is at risk.
Perez
Leclerc might be fine.
Perez must have gone on a new set, surely. He's 3/10 quicker than Verstappen. Interesting.
Interessant.
Well, there you go. Mercedes are officially back, everybody.
Can Mercedes... We've got a podcast title for, after this.
Yep.
Can Mercedes win the
Spanish
Grand Prix?
Let's just do it for every single race until they do. And then we're like, that would have lost him
that was a
couple
big
of
moment.
tenths.
So here's Mick. What happened to Mick? Because he did a great lap. So did he cut the corner? No.
It was just a bit close. That's all it was. And do we see some flames?
Oh, we do see bodywork flying off.
Oh dear, that's not what you want to see.
So what happened?
I think Max has run out of tyres, has he? Oh,
yeah, just
got up on the exit curb.
Struggling around that chicane.
Nick Sal in the comments, Merc illegal. That's amazing. Mercedes are quick. They must have an illegal car.
Yeah. Horner's suddenly forgotten about the Aston Martin. He's like, protest the Merc.
To be fair, though, I see why they've done those scrubbed sets, because are we really going to see McLarens getting within 4/10 of the Mercedes at the moment or anything like that? I don't think so.
No.
Both the Hasses are through to Q3 at the moment.
Impressive stuff. It's very close in that little Sainz to Norris. Yeah, Sainz to Norris.
Yeah. Yeah, Sainz is going to have to go again, and I can't imagine he's going to go out on another scrubbed set of soft tyres. But it wasn't a great lap for Carlos, and it's put him under pressure a little bit. Leclerc may well be able to save a set of soft tyres now because of this. Sainz, probably not. Very interesting. So it's currently Russell, Hamilton, Perez, Leclerc, Bottas, Verstappen, Sainz, Magnussen, Schumacher, and Norris. And the bottom five: Ricciardo, Ocon, Zhou, Tsunoda, and Gasly's having a stinker at the moment, isn't he? Not being that team leader that we've been so used to seeing. So maybe it's just Tsunoda stepping up his game. But either way, they're 14th and 15th, so not having a great time.
Yeah, it's a shame that the AlphaTauri looks terrible now. Tsunoda seems to have sort of got more on Gasly's pace.
That's very true.
But, I mean, might mean he keeps his seat, so...
You're always thinking about that, aren't you? Trying to benefit your
exactly.
drivers. Fair play to you. Fair play. I've got to appreciate it. I really do.
So the calm before the storm now.
On the straights, Russell is a quarter of a second quicker than Leclerc.
Mercedes, a legal engine.
I mean, very, very interesting. Don't jinx Mick. Sorry, Tanya. Can we talk about that Bottas P5? Sure we can. Half a second
He's
off
always
at the
there,
moment.
isn't he? Just
flying.
The top six always being kind of 2 Red Bulls, 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercs in some kind of order. And then Bottas is there, isn't he?
Bottas is that odd one out. Like, hey.
Yeah.
Why are we seeing a replay? Oh, Gasly saying something.
How is Matt so uninformed that he doesn't know that Gasly had literally 10 laps of running time? We mentioned it earlier in Q1.
I mean, uninformed in the sense that, he had 10 laps of running time, but also he's had 1,000 miles around here. They did F1 testing here. It's not like this is a new track, and they can still lean on what Tsunoda's learnt. And as I mentioned earlier, it's about car setup more than it is the driver himself. It's like they know this
Mick Schumacher also didn't do FP3, well. Right? And he's in...
Oh, touche, Tommy. Just going to drop that one in there, drop the mic, and thanks so much. But no, it's fine. I'm uninformed. I'll let you know. Oh, that's a bit close on the exit. What's that? That's a Ferrari and an Alpine getting a little bit close.
Still can't believe Ocon got through, by the way, after that.
Ocon's a beast. He really is. So there's a bit of jostling for position going on for this final run in Q2. It would be good. Like, Formula One love information, but I feel like the one bit of information they never provide us in qualifying is whether drivers are on new or old or used tyres.
Yeah.
Like, it's always a guess. It could just be a graphic that comes up and then goes away. It doesn't have to be a consistent thing.
Because when they're all on the softs, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, you don't even need to know they're all on the same tyre. Like,
exactly.
What's more important is, like you say, scrubbed or
and
fresh.
They have that information, of course they do. So yeah, that is something I would like to see implemented. Because if you're a new fan and you're watching this and you're going, well, how's Leclerc half a second off the Mercedes all of a sudden in the next part of qualifying? It makes no sense. So I think that is something that could be implemented, but we'll see. Probably won't be. Lots of clapping, lots of cheering for Carlos Sainz. Can he provide?
Can he
what
get
is needed?
a pole? Yeah.
If he gets pole, fair play, because
he'll be doing
he's
everything
been behind.
to get his first win, won't he?
God, yeah. There's no way he's letting Leclerc through if he gets pole.
Here we go then. Just starting his lap.
So Leclerc's not gone out. There you go. So Sainz has to go for another lap on the softs. Leclerc stays in the pits.
Yeah, I thought that seems to be the cut-off of safety so far. Like, definite safety.
Oh, don't say definite, mate. Yeah, you're really trying.
You
thought I wouldn't notice that little jinx. You thought I wouldn't notice. Here we go then. Sainz through the first sector. This will be telling as to whether or not it's a fresh set. I think that might well be, because Ferrari have been slower in that first sector as well. So just under a tenth down on Russell through the first sector is Carlos.
So we don't have the Q2 tyre rule anymore, but it would mean that Leclerc would have an extra set.
Yeah. Another bite of the cherry for... Well, I imagine they just want a fresh set of softs for the race, because we haven't seen that this year, where they've tried to save a set.
It's making me feel a bit sick, actually.
Is it?
Yeah.
Sainz through the middle. Still just over a tenth down on Russell. That is very, very interesting. I think Russell's put in an absolute worldie. I really do.
He was 3 tenths quicker than Hamilton.
Of course, Hamilton did make that mistake round the final chicane, but still. Here we go then. Gasly's not going to make it out of Q2. 3 tenths down on Ricciardo through the middle. So Carlos Sainz going to come over the line, and he ends up... Oh, wow.
Only just ahead of Russell.
What a last sector that was. That was very nice.
That's impressive from the Mercs, though, that they're only just ahead. They could genuinely be on for, like, challenging pole here.
Yeah. And
here we go then. Tsunoda.
Gasly
13th.
13th. Can Yuki out-qualify his teammate? He can.
Yeah, he
12th.
can.
Not bad.
Yuki the GOAT.
Zhou Guan Yu. Oh, Magnussen 4th. Oh, what a lap. Zhou Guan Yu's not going to go out. Go in, because that's a stinker, unfortunately, for Zhou Guan Yu. Just as we were saying, he's had a good time. Ricciardo, P9, good evening. Can Lando Norris make it out? Oh, that was a weird line up there. I think, there you go, P7 for Lando, which puts Ricciardo... Verstappen's 9th, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
But he is... Verstappen goes fastest. Although, what was that? Was that
Where
Perez?
Did that come from? That must have been Perez.
That was Perez
watching
with the Verstappen graphic.
Wrong Red Bull, and I was like, what? I thought that was Verstappen in the final sector, and then suddenly he went fastest. I'm like, what? So yeah, Verstappen fastest by 2
Lando's
tenths.
had his time deleted.
Has he? Not showing...
Yeah, so that means Mick's going to make it through to Q3. Yeah,
Lando
Mick's
out.
through. Lando
there
out.
There we go.
Wow. Okay, so Verstappen out of nowhere goes fastest, and just as we're like, oh, he's nowhere, he's not felt that comfortable. A 19.2 for Verstappen. Then it's Sainz, Russell, Hamilton, Magnussen, P5. What a lap. Perez, Leclerc, Bottas, Ricciardo, Schumacher. Then Norris, P11 after that lap time being deleted. Oh, let's see what he has to say. I didn't say anything. It was just information being delivered to Lando. Turn 12.
Had that before, hasn't he?
Turn 12? Oh, he must have gone wide just before the chicane then, because turn 12 is that right-hander. And they've just apologised for the car to Gasly. Where's Russell? He is P3, a quarter of a second down on Verstappen. So yeah, Mick Q3. Both Hasses, who brought no upgrades, are through to Q3.
Oh. Let's read the times out then.
Oh, we can try it off by memory if you want.
I'm gonna wind back and resync later, so I'll go for it. So we've got Verstappen fastest with a 1:19.2, Sainz 0.2 off in second, Russell 0.2 off in third, Hamilton fourth, half a second off, Magnussen was fifth, Perez sixth, Leclerc down in seventh, but obviously didn't do that extra run. Bottas 8th, Ricciardo 9th, Mick Schumacher 10th, and then out we have Norris, who had his lap time deleted, Ocon, Tsunoda, Gasly, and Zhou Guanyu. And now I need you to tell me when adverts are...
Why? Oh, did you...
We'll resync
okay, no worries.
When the session's back.
So Haas are the goats then, basically. I think that's what we can basically
Impressive stuff from Haas to be that good, like you say, when they've not brought any upgrades. Impressive, I will say, impressive stuff from Mick, because I have been quite critical of it, very critical of him, I will say. I've not given him a free pass this year because he's a Schumacher, but to miss FP3 with his issue and get through is a good performance. So fair play to him.
Yeah, that's exactly what he needed after a difficult practice as well.
Just needs to keep it on track in the race, and maybe just one race. Don't think about the dive bomb, and just settle for the points.
Oh God, Twitter, honestly. You know how, like, have you noticed there's accounts out there that like will reply to your tweet immediately because they've got something ready and they'll just have like your notification on? This person, within 3 seconds of me doing a tweet, goes, I was playing Mortal Kombat with my friend when he picked the fighter Lando Norris. I won and the voice didn't say finish him, so I couldn't do a fatality. I was confused, but I later understood that the game didn't let me finish him as he is already finished.
Those auto replies that people just tweet on big accounts all the time. Oh my God, the Haas tweet is amazing. Both of them with the shades on.
So what's happened here then? Oh, this is it.
Oh, that's very harsh.
How are they deleting that lap time?
I mean,
there's gravel there.
If he is off, he's off.
Yeah, I know, it's true.
That is very interesting that he's managed to
improve
with gravel.
I mean, fair. It is the rules. But like, that's not even a corner you even think you can gain an advantage from because there's literally gravel there. Oh, dear. Wow.
So yeah, they're really not, because we did say, and we did applaud it, that the new race directors aren't having any of it. They will, the track is the white lines. And, you know, there was a curb there. There was a little bit of extra of that green runoff. And that's what's caught Lando out, even though there was a gravel track there.
It may not even clocked for him, you know, like that's just a corner you extend to the green bit. Oh, here's Alonso. Let's see what he has to say. I thought he was just blaming the team then, but he was like, and myself, just didn't manage it.
Yeah, Alonso's been on one. He called the stewards incompetent.
And didn't he get summoned to go and explain his comments or something?
Yeah, because you're not allowed to say anything bad, which I feel is a bit
weird, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a little bit
like can't say
regime-y.
Yeah.
A little bit dictatorship-y.
Yeah, dictatorship-y.
That's a word, right?
Right, chat, what are we saying? Q3 about to get underway. Let's do a poll. We haven't done a poll yet. Who gets pole for the poll? Who gets pole? The poll is going to be who gets pole. And it's going to be teams, because there's more than 2 teams involved now. Ferrari, Mercedes, Red Bull, other. If anybody votes other, fair play to you. And let me know in the comments who that would be. And also, whilst you're doing that, whilst we're waiting for Q3, please like the video and subscribe if you are new. The goal is 1k likes for these watch-alongs, so I really hope that if you are enjoying it, you'll click that thumbs up button. Thank you very much. Like it as many times. Well, actually, don't like it more than once, because then it will unlike. So,
yeah, that's true.
Actually, no, to be fair, you said like, so that would therefore mean a like. Thank you, Tommy. Anyway, chatting absolute rubbish.
Brain explodes.
Haas reckons Andrew. Fair play to you. Fair play. The poll says Heimcal. Indeed. Who vote for Merck? What the hell? 45% at the moment have gone for Ferrari.
We've got a little poll. A poll.
Yeah.
Have a poll. Yeah, I think still Leclerc the favourite, I'd say. But you never know. It's looking good. I'm loving it if we do get this three-way battle. 6% of people going for the Mick Schumacher poll.
The Mick Schumacher poll? I'm here for that. I mean, we might well get a freak thunderstorm in that case, but I'm absolutely here for it all the same. What about the Astons? What about them?
Yeah, if you've just joined us, they were out in Q1. So
why is the stream a little delayed?
Aston Master Plan.
YouTube.
Oh, yeah, we need to actually let me know.
11:09, 11:08, 11:07, 11:06, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I need to do the timer. Oh, God. Are you synced
59, 58, 57, 56.
Yeah, beautiful. So in sync,
Perfect.
it's disgusting. Right, I need to do the timer. I haven't looked at the chat. I remembered all by myself.
It can't be said enough that Ferrari is just gorgeous.
Gorgeous, beautiful. Unbelievable.
It's what, race 5? Is it race 5? 6?
It's race number 6.
Race 6, yeah. And still just simping over that Ferrari. It's what a great looking.
What a wonderful world we live in with that Ferrari.
What a
existing.
wonderful world.
Didn't they change it slightly as well? I feel like they've changed the shade of it or something because of they're trying to weight save or something.
I heard that. I
don't really see a difference.
Maybe not quite. Maybe a little bit brighter red. I don't know.
To be fair, you are the livery expert.
Wonderful.
So you'll be able to tell us the exact what's it called? Hex tech or something, or what's it
Hex
called?
code.
Hex code. That's it.
Here
we go then. Let's ramp up the energy now. Here we go. Q3. I'm going to sit up a little bit. Here we go then. Oh, actually, no, I can't because then I'm out of camera shot. That's fine. Here we go. Big deep breath. Mick Schumacher is going to be the first driver.
Provisional pole.
Yeah. To set a lap time. Both Hasses. Do you know they've had pole in the last 9 times they've been to Spain? Mercedes, I think it was. I think that was the stat. So this is to keep that record going. Here we go then. Lewis Hamilton into turn 1. Still throws me off with that yellow T-cam that he's that's him. But let's see.
Number 2 driver.
Number 2 driver. George Russell, number 1 confirmed.
Joking. Team LH joking.
Right. 21.9 is what we're looking at in the first sector. 22.0 for Hamilton. Nearly a 22.1. So not ideal for Lewis. Maybe running a slightly different setup because he's not got anywhere near George Russell's first sector. What does Sainz do? 22.1.
Slower. Slower than Hamilton.
Great. Not great, but Leclerc's going to want to be in the 22.0s. I don't see it. Didn't even tell me.
Well, it didn't come up.
Yeah,
that's
great.
Weird.
Great timing. Just glitched. Perfect. That's exactly what you need. Someone else has gone purple. Is that a George Russell purple, I reckon? I reckon that's a George Russell purple.
I was going to say Hamilton's purple, but is he anyone?
Yeah, yeah, he's only beat the two Hasses, Tommy.
Mick,
but fair.
Yeah.
Okay. What was that middle sector split? I didn't.
They're not showing the split.
Oh, Sainz not purple in the middle either.
Oh wow! So yeah, Hamilton is on it.
But then maybe Sainz has to do this as a scrubbed set because he doesn't have 2 fresh sets.
Maybe.
Leclerc's purple in the middle sector. He gets 2 bites at the cherry. I think Sainz may only get 1. Hamilton over the line. 19.6 for Hamilton. Remember, it was a 19.4 for George Russell at the end for Q2. Carlos Sainz.
So clumsy.
I don't think this is going to be anywhere near, personally. Let's see. Over the line. Oh, yeah. Oh, 19.4. What a last
Wow.
sector.
Oh, Leclerc spun.
Charles.
Oh, there we go. That's one run down.
Jinx is
the
activating.
Jinx. 3.
Oh, no.
All of us went for
Russell
him.
goes second.
Russell, second.
Wait, what? Oh, no. Why did I say that he's got it? Here comes Verstappen through the last chicane. Purple in the first sector. Perez goes second.
Wow. Maybe
okay,
we were
sleeping on him. Verstappen over the line. Oh, my God.
19-0.
19-0.
Wow. Wow, we all put Verstappen out of it.
Oh, God. Why did I say Leclerc's got it, for Christ's sake?
Red Bull. What if Red Bull were the ones with the sandbags all along?
Maybe they were. Maybe they were.
Let's
see.
A lap? Big gap, that is.
Oh, just sawed at the wheel a bit. Just didn't have the grip.
Does he know it's not Monaco yet?
You're unreal. Verstappen on provisional pole, and yeah, you just. You're horrible. But fair play to you. Fair play. No, it's good banter. Good banter. I'm sorry, Leclerc fans who are watching, for the half jinx, but look, he can still come through. I'm not sure a 19-0's in the tank. That is an unbelievable lap time from Verstappen and something I was not expecting to see.
No. All this talk of it, I think a lot of people thought maybe Merck would be the one to challenge Ferrari.
Yeah.
And that is quite the gap. I mean, he's almost half a second clear of everyone.
Oh, God.
My word. So, yeah, maybe we were sleeping on Perez.
Sorry, Perez. It's not over yet, but we didn't put him in the top 5. I'm sorry. It was 6th for me, but it looks like it's going to be probably top 5. So congratulations for the time being.
Congratulations on being P3 on the first run.
Literally, yeah.
Bottas up there again. Best of the rest. Just
Bottas
loves
is
it
a
there.
beast.
He is. His qualifying is just unreal.
Bottas is such a beast. P6, 7/10 off. Then it's half a second to the next closest of Danny Rick. Okay then. Okay.
Right. Little pause before the final run. So Leclerc needs to pull something out the bag here because another mistake and he's down in 10th.
Hold on. Let me do another poll. It was 45% said Ferrari gets pole.
Yeah, let's
Who
see it
gets
now.
pole part 2?
Very interesting. Because I feel like before you ended that poll, I feel like Mercedes were ahead of Red Bull.
Mercedes had 20%, Red Bull had 28%.
Before, like about 5 minutes ago. Before Verstappen
did it swing?
Did it? I think it swung a little bit.
Cheeky. All of you are very cheeky. Yeah.
Join in for the final bit to see what's going on.
Okay. 4 minutes 40 to go. Verstappen has put in a stonker, it has to be said. That is a very good lap time from Max. Is it assailable? I don't know. Pole for pole after the pole. That is correct, Captain Jack Sparrow. Haas front row? Well, if it's reversed grid, maybe. Reverse top 10.
They've got 2 seconds to find. If only they brought some upgrades, they might have done it.
Okay. So what do you reckon then, Tommy?
Red Bull is now 60% favourite. I did not see that. I still think Leclerc could be close. It's whether, because obviously we have seen Leclerc put in a better time than Sainz, but 3.5 tenths quicker than Sainz.
But Sainz had a very steady. He had a very steady first 2 sectors, Carlos. Didn't he? He wasn't even up on the Mercedes time through the middle sector. I think he was a tenth down on them to then find a couple of tenths in the last. I don't know. We'll see. I was convinced Carlos was on a scrubbed set, but maybe he's not. Maybe they're saving that fresh set for the race. But then these soft tyres don't last at all. I don't know. I don't understand why they're doing it, but we'll find out one way or another.
Here we go. Leclerc out first then.
Why does no one go out when the track is empty like this? Well, Rich, you can get a nice distant slipstream potentially, although I don't think they stayed that close for this one. It's more that you don't really want to go out when other drivers are going around slowly as well. So they'd rather all do their laps at the same time so that they know they're not going to come up to a slower car that's just finished a lap or someone that's preparing for a lap. So
we've seen that before. Obviously the track is rubbered in, but like you say, as well as that, I think it was Guan Yu Zhou, wasn't it? In the Zhou Guan Yu in the last one did the same, and he got blocked by everyone. So it's a risk that you take because you get into the last sector and everyone's doing the silly slow thing where they're all building a gap for each other, and then you've basically just ruined your whole attempt anyway, when the whole point of you going separate for everyone would be that you wouldn't get traffic, but then you do end up getting traffic. So it just doesn't work. So it's safer just to go out with everyone and everyone do that kind of gentleman's agreement at the final corner where everyone leaves a little bit of time.
Apart from Alonso.
Yeah.
That didn't work out for him at all. Here we go then, 2 minutes 5 to go in this final qualifying session. Verstappen, Sainz, Perez, Russell, Hamilton, the top 5. Leclerc, all the pressure on him at the moment. Currently 10th, no time set. And he's actually starting his lap right now. He's going to be one of the first drivers to put a lap time on the board.
Here's the shaky drone back.
Here we go. We're going to see it now then. Come on, Charles. I mean, let's look at Charles. Make sure that he's okay. Here we go.
Right, here we go.
Very
first
important.
Sector. First sector. Let's see. Oh, very close.
Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Not bad.
We'll take it. We'll take it. He's absolutely sending it. He's not holding back, that's for sure. So Leclerc
can't afford any mistakes.
Sainz 2 tenths down.
Sainz is that's it. Like,
God,
surely
he's pushing
2 tenths.
hard. Charles is pushing hard. Here we go then, middle sector.
What's it going to be?
What's it going to be?
Oh, he's 2 tenths quicker.
I believe. Quarter of a second up. Quarter of a second up for Leclerc. Don't spin, please. Just get through it. Okay. Just get through it. Yeah, he's got through it.
Quick.
He's got through it. Charles to the line, round the final corner. What's he going to do? No, this is going to be a banger. Oh, it's a banger. Oh, my God. 18.7 for Leclerc.
What a lap.
Oh, wow.
I did not see that coming with that gap. Wow.
Can Sainz get to second? Let's have a look. No.
Russell
purple in the first.
Verstappen's is done.
Boxing. What about Russell?
Russell
could have a second.
No, they're not good in that final sector.
No. Hamilton goes 5th.
Where is Leclerc pulled that lap out of? That is impressive.
Mick Schumacher out-qualifies Magnussen for now, but then Magnussen's still on his lap. 7th.
Great
Russell.
lap from Magnussen.
To be fair, if Russell could slot himself in P4 here, really attacking it. Has that Mercedes got any pace in this final sector? I don't think so. I don't think this is going to be great. 4th,
Head of Perez, though. Perez is going to... What can Hamilton do? Is he even not on now?
Hamilton's already done it. Hamilton's already done his lap. So, yeah, Leclerc on pole.
I did not... Wow.
18.7. I always believed. Always was not even phased.
Do we know what happened to Verstappen? Way box.
No, it just said box. That was it.
Interesting. So didn't go for another run. Leclerc pulled a massive lap out there. Wow.
The lap was good, Charles. I think it was a bit better.
Just a bit. Mate. So Verstappen went 3 tenths quicker and everyone looked like it was over, and then Leclerc just did the same thing. Wow. And this is the track you want pole on.
It certainly is.
The more important than Monaco, the most important almost 75%. Oh, here we go. Verstappen. Is he going to make a mistake into this corner?
No problem.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Car issue.
Yeah, you can see it. How weird.
Well, I guess for him, it's better it happens now than in the race. Or are we going to get another Verstappen win or DNF? Which just seems to be
the
thing.
So the full order before it goes away: Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz, Russell, Perez. So Russell out-qualifies Hamilton again. Hamilton 6th, Bottas 7th, Magnussen 8th, Ricciardo 9th, Schumacher 10th. And Roger Federer on the screen again. There is Charles Leclerc. I mean, that takes some minerals, Tommy. That takes some minerals, making a mistake and then sticking it 3/10 on pole.
Yeah, I mean, just think if he hadn't have got that, there'd be the talk of, is he bottling it under the championship pressure? And the whole narrative has just switched from that lap. So
I do appreciate your comment about him.
You can laugh at that now.
So,
yeah, we'll save that for Monaco.
Oh dear. So yeah. Oh, that's 60% for Red Bull's gone down. It now says 47. Has chat been changing it again? Have they?
End poll.
Amazing.
Yeah, cheeky from the chat.
Katie, close prediction: Leclerc, Verstappen, Sainz, Hamilton, Russell. Yeah, fair play to Katie.
Fair play.
I got Leclerc, Verstappen. That's it. You got Leclerc. That's it.
So he didn't. Didn't jinx Leclerc. All predicted Leclerc pole.
What's that?
We're all Max haters, apparently, according to Twitter.
What's that?
And didn't they say... So do we know what the deal is with Verstappen's car? Have we heard anything yet?
No, not yet. I'm sure there'll be some... he
took the
car to the grid.
Oh,
so
yeah. It can't have been that bad.
They said box, and then he drove to the grid. So
I
wonder if there was just something small wrong. But either way, bailed out of it.
We'll find out. We're doing a podcast today, so we'll look out for that. We'll get more info and then let you know.
Cool. All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for watching this qualifying watch-along. Leclerc on pole. And Verstappen on the front row. So maybe we'll see.
Those two again.
Yeah. Maybe those two have a bit of a ding-dong. Gets a bit overzealous. And Sainz says, thank you very much. Victory in Spain.
Yeah.
We'll see. But thank you, Tommy. Thank you, everybody, for watching, as always. Thank you for coming to these qualifying watch-alongs. Leave a like on your way out. Please do. Let's hit 1K. And we'll see you tomorrow for Internet's Best Reactions. Monday for our reactive video. And also, if you are a Team WTF1 member, you can watch our podcast live on the Monday at 2 p.m. If not, we will release it on Tuesday on the YouTube channel. And lots more stuff, of course, coming your way. So thank you, everybody. It's been a pleasure. I'm going to now listen to Leclerc's interview. And we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.